All right, HVAC people, we had a unit that's freezing up. Let's see what's going on. Y'all tell me in the comments below what y'all think going on. Could be several things. Filter change, no airflow, low on refrigerant. Leave a comment in the description below. Let me know what's going on, folks. All right, how you doing today? All right.
Sorry, we were.
Oh yeah, no
in
problem.
the backyard.
Oh, okay, no problem. No. I just started knocking. Yeah.
Okay, so the downstairs unit is the one that I got a switch. They wouldn't cool down below 80. I've got it set on 76.
Okay.
And this morning it got down to 78, but it's frozen now.
Okay, it's still frozen.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was going to turn it off, but
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
want to turn it off in case you.
Yeah. Now
If
we
it
need.
was part of your routine. To,
Well, now I'd rather for it to unthaw. But I'm taking if it's not frozen too bad. You got airflow though, huh?
well, it cooled from 80 down to 78. So yeah,
Okay.
yes. But should I go ahead and shut it off now? Or do you want to see it?
Well, now let me take a look in the attic first. I want to see if that evaporator coil is froze up with ice. You just noticed it yesterday, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we've been on vacation.
Oh, okay.
We just got back, so I really
Yeah.
have been wiped out.
Yeah. Where y'all went?
Much of anything.
Where you went to?
I went to Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Was there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Covered the entire state.
Oh, wow.
There was a lot of cool stuff to see.
I bet. I believe you like a lot of historic stuff, huh?
Well, scenic stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like I've got a bunch of stuff in the way.
All right. No problem.
Oh no, it's clear. Okay.
All right. So it's going to be this one over here. That's plywood or sheetrock. Yeah, man. It's froze up like a block of ice. I'm gonna have to. We have to just turn the outside unit on. Then I had to come back because it needs to unthaw. I'm sure it's probably low on refrigerant since we got airflow, but I can't check the pressures like that.
Right.
Because you see, it's since this ice right here,
Yeah.
this gonna be a big block of ice up in there. So yeah, so it needs to unthaw. Yeah. So I'm just hit the disconnect outside, and then I come back.
I'll let the fan keep.
Yeah, just let it'll help it unthaw. The faster way to turn the heat on, but you don't want to do that right now.
Okay. I mean, I'll know that for the future that it's. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I wasn't sure if you'd want to see it first.
Yeah. Do you have a history on this? Was you adding refrigerant to it, or?
Okay, so about once a year. I've been adding Freon to it.
Yeah.
New 22, NU22.
NU22?
Yeah.
You have some?
Huh?
Do you have any?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. So probably depending on how low it is.
How many pounds I have left? I know I've used it quite a bit.
Okay.
But
Let me show me what you got.
let me grab it.
I'm gonna come out back with you. Yeah. Yeah, got a big block of ice on there. Yeah, whole thing iced up. Yeah, that compressor iced up too. So like I say, the best thing to do, I mean, we'll unthaw it and just add some refrigerant, because if it's a leak in it, I mean, there ain't no repairing that, you know.
Well, yeah, and like I said, it's about once a year I have to add.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, not being an expert, I don't want to just keep adding if I've got another problem.
Yeah, no. I'm definitely, it's probably low. It depends on how low it is. Has it ever froze up that bad?
Yeah.
It froze up that bad before?
No.
Yeah, that's why I say the leak probably it could be getting bigger, but might well just use this. If it frees up like that again, you might want to think about replacing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I'd rather help it limp along as long as they can.
Yeah. It's just that since it's the old R22, they just don't make the equipment anymore. So let's let it unthaw. And like I say, if you want to leave this right here,
Okay.
like I say, cause I'll be here, cause long with that what's your schedule look like today?
Well, I have a busy schedule,
Yeah.
but I can adjust it. So,
Okay.
And then I think my wife wants
Okay.
to stay here all day.
Okay. Hello. All right.
This is Walt.
Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah. Okay.
So are you gonna be home all day?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be
Okay.
home.
Well, I'll let you know when I head back the way. Like I say, it's gonna take a couple hours. I know I got to ride the Rice down in that downtown area,
Okay.
do a commercial call. I want to stop here real quick. But like I say, it depends on whatever you want to do. Like I say, if it's repairable, we can repair it. But I recommend just filling it back up this time and see how long it's gonna last. You know what I mean? Because if it's only lasts a couple of days, you know we
Well,
got a major problem.
Okay. So you're saying, if we find a component that's leaking and you replace it, okay. So do you vacuum out the Freon before opening up the system?
So I have electronic leak detector. So
Right.
we can do a couple ways.
Okay.
So electronic leak detector, like I said, I probably got almost 99% chance that I'm gonna find it with electronic leak detector. If it's in the evaporator coil, like I say, this unit here is R22. It won't even be compatible. You have to replace the entire system. Not the furnace, just the evaporator coil and the condenser.
Because this other one was replaced not long ago, the evaporator core, because it had leaked.
Yeah.
But they were able to replace it.
Yeah, so what they did was it was a 410A coil that they put in there, but you could put a expansion valve to match this outside unit here.
Okay.
Like I say, but the price of that, I mean, you might well replace it. We can give you that option.
Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Like I
Yeah,
said,
as long as I can keep them limping along.
yeah. If you want to kick it down the road, hey,
This is hard though.
yeah, we can definitely do that, Mark. Yeah, I just hate for you to spend, a certain amount of money on it, and then you still have problems with it in the future.
Let's say a new system costs $12,000.
Yeah.
If you did it all at once versus you did half now, half later, or can you? I guess a new system would use a different evaporator
Yeah.
core than the one you would put up there to match this, right? Or would it be the same one?
When you say same one, what you
Well,
mean?
in other words,
it'll be the same box style coil, and it'd be an upflow.
right? But no, I guess
it'd be completely new.
What I was saying is that if that's all you needed was the evaporator core, why couldn't you do that now and then do the compressor later?
Because there's a couple reasons why we don't like to do that. Like I say, so because you'll still be putting that same refrigerant in there, and that's what we're trying to get away from, the R22 refrigerant. So if you put a new evaporator coil up in there, you still will have to replace the expansion valve, which is a TXV, for it to be compatible with the outside unit. And the TXV is an orifice. There's a certain amount of refrigerant that need to go through to cool the space. It's an orifice. It's like a small tubing.
Takes the liquid and turns it into vapor.
And turn it to a vapor. So that's what you would have to do, and that's probably what they did in order for you to keep. Hopefully they did that for it to be efficient, for you to keep that outside unit. But if we put a new evaporator coil in there, it's going to come with a 410A TXV, which is the newer refrigerant. That's a long story too, because they're supposed to be obsolete in 2025, and they're going with a new refrigerant. So like I say, it could be done. but it's still going to be costly because
mainly
so let's just say if you put a 410A coil up in there and we still keep that unit, we still put R22 in there, and now you're ready to change the outside unit. So now you got to take out all the R22, which will cover it. Also, you got to add some RX11 flush and clean out the line set.
Okay.
Which is a whole nother ordeal. But it's always best if it's the evaporator coil, change out both at one time. You know?
Okay. Because back when I changed out the other one in the other unit, it cost me $1,300, and I'm back on the road again, and so that's why I was kind of like, it's hard to do a whole new unit. Back when I started saving, I was putting money aside because I knew sooner or later I'd have to buy one or maybe two AC units.
Yeah.
Well, that's back when they cost $6,000 to $8,000.
Right.
And
all right, HVAC people. So hey, this is a good guy. He's a helicopter though. I know him. He just like to see how things is, so I can't really record like I want to. But they're trying to leak search and find a leak at the evaporator coil. We let everything thaw out. 422. 79. Okay, so I'm trying to get this at least 75, so 75, 79. That'd be good. I was gonna hold maybe about 5 or 6 pounds, I'm thinking. Remember how much you normally put in there when you have to charge it? Or you're not weighing it in? Or?
I never weighed it.
Yeah. I say, let's see how long this one lasts. And next time, let's say call me back out, we're gonna kick the can down the road again, we'll add stop leak and see how long it lasts that time.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got the refrigerant, so it won't hurt me to just come back over here and throw it in there. You hit the coils every now and then?
What?
Watch the coils? I think last time I told you watch the coils.
Yes.
You watched it, yeah.
You did, and I didn't do that.
Yeah. I don't want to get this high pressure right here. I don't want to get that too high. We don't want to overcharge. That's good, yeah. Get that about around about 40, 45. You're good. It's at 37 right now. I'm not going to improve it. It's up.
So, just rinse it or use some sort of soap?
No, only water.
Just water?
Yeah. I'll never put chemicals on there.
Okay.
All right, so I'm putting a little more in here. Let me see here. Put about another pound or two. Was it blowing cool?
It was definitely cool.
It was cool?
Yeah, every single time I pass these units, I'm feeling what they feel like.
Yeah.
So when they start feeling cool, I know they're a little free.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna stop it right here.
That's really low.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop it right here. That's about 3.5 pounds. That's 64. That's good enough. 43. That's good enough. Alright folks, I'm gonna go ahead and seal this unit back up. I did find a leak at the U-bend, very rusty on the inside. See where it unthawed at. Seal it back. 454 feet. 450. Yeah, well that's one of them. There's two different kind of refrigerants coming.
All right, HVAC people. On to the next. Got lunch on the road. Like I say, that was a helicopter there. I know the guy don't do a lot of networking with him, but he got his own drum. I ain't charging much, folks. I did find a leak. I did want to get that on camera. Using infrared leak detector by Tech. Did find the leak, and put some my beginning pressures. Once we unthaw the core, because I came back, the beginning pressure was like 32 psi. I entertained put some leak sealing in there, but since he got his own drum refrigerant, we told him go ahead, let's see how long this lasts, and then next time, because dude needs to replace the unit, but he don't want to. And then he want a piece, he want to put a new core with that old Amana system. I'm telling him. So basically, I tell him, no, I'm not going to do it. He can find somebody else to do all that. But if he want me to replace the system, it's going to be a whole complete system. He can keep the furnace, but at least change the condenser and evaporator core. All right. But like I said, I couldn't really get too much footage on that one right there. But we rolling, folks. Got me sandwich to go. Got another one right here. See what your boy eating, man. We got some peaches in there. Got some nuts. Got some crackers. That's how we do it, folks. You know what I'm saying? 100-some degrees out there today, so like getting a lot of cars, but we busy. And like my guy, he even said, hey, just because you're busy don't mean you're making money. And so, hey, same thing here, folks. Just because we're busy, I mean, we got to make some money too, folks. So we got to charge accordingly. That's for sure. All right, HVAC people, we out.